Hello everyone, I'm Tom Worth. Today is Saturday, February 28, 2026. The United States has attacked Iran, as all of you are probably well aware by now. They did this under the pretense of nuclear negotiations. They had no intention of resolving nuclear ambitions of Iran or ballistic missiles of Iran. These same nuclear ambitions, which, by the way, the Trump administration falsely claimed were completely obliterated when we attacked them last summer. Everybody knew it at the time that they were not obliterated. They did not achieve the stated objectives completely. They did massive damage back then, but did not achieve what we needed to achieve to completely annihilate the nuclear program. So, we all knew this was coming. We all knew that the recent negotiations have been a complete sham. You do not engage in these negotiations seriously if you are just claiming that it's very similar to the Russian playbook with Ukraine, which is just demand that they reduce their defenses, reduce their military, give up everything. No nation is going to do that, certainly not Iran. Iran is as bad as it gets when it comes to regimes. They have been the source of so much evil and mayhem and chaos around the world for decades now. That regime, if I could choose any regime to go, it would be that one, and it has been that way for a long time. But the United States claiming that this is because the Iranians won't get rid of their nuclear ambitions, that doesn't have anything to do with anything. Their ballistic missile program is more of a threat to Israel, and so that's why the Israelis have been driving this all along. Trump doesn't want the Iranian regime to be in place. That's why he told their citizens earlier this year, if they would rise up and try to overthrow their regime, fear not, the U.S. has your back. Well, the estimates for the deaths of those who took Trump up on his empty promise for the U.S. to back them range from 10 to 30 something thousand Iranian citizen protesters dead so far. And over 50,000 more have been arrested and not yet executed. But many of them are being executed as quickly as possible with quick sham trials. That's what you get when you believe Donald Trump saying he'll be there for you. He will not be there for you. What he's trying to do is Israel has hit the people at the top, the supreme leader and the president and others, military leaders. Israel has taken out those complexes to the best of their ability. People I would not expect to have been anywhere near those complexes. They know how the U.S. operates and how Israel operates, and that despite these ongoing sham peace talks, there would be no peace. And I guess the U.S. was just waiting for the Olympics to be over. They are in the midst of Ramadan, the holiest month in Islam right now. It's not stopping the U.S. or the Israelis from these attacks. The Europeans have condemned this. The UN has condemned this. The EU has condemned this. They are nowhere in this. This is all a joint U.S.-Israeli operation. The Brits specifically said they would not allow their resources to be used for staging purposes. Good for them. This is what the new world looks like. The new Trump world looks like. It's a vastly different world. You don't have European allies. You have Saudi Arabia. You have other Middle Eastern nations. You have Israel. And you are going it alone. Militarily, it is only the U.S. and Israel from now on, I guess. If the Iranian regime can be gone as a result of this, that's great news. As with everything Trump does, there is no plan for what comes next. Who would take power? He had a recorded address very early this morning, Trump did, and he just tells the Iranian people to take control of your government. This is going to be your best chance to ever do that. How? I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of Iranian military personnel that are fully armed and have demonstrated their willingness to unleash their machine guns on their own people. The Iranian people are not armed. How are they going to rise up and take over their government just because the U.S. and Israel have blown up buildings and blown up missile launchers? That's not going to help the Iranian people take over hundreds of thousands of armed men. That's just ridiculous. It's ludicrous. The only shot the U.S. and Israel has is if the leaders are actually taken out. But again, who's going to step up and replace them? There is no plan. The only plan was to attack Iran. This is what Israel has wanted all along. And again, don't misunderstand my point of view. If there is one regime in the world that needs to go, it's Iran. They sow the most chaos around the world of anyone. I guess Putin's up there too, but Iran's been doing this for decades and decades now, and they need to go. That's where I stand on this as of now. Again, the objectives have not been achieved. The leaders have not been taken out of Iran. Limited retaliation from Iran against U.S. bases in the region, not against the countries themselves, but against U.S. bases in the region. And Iran seems to have the cooler heads in this. They're saying, hey, we just want to keep talking. We're in the middle of talking. We want to keep talking. U.S. and Israel attacked us in the middle of our talks. That's not something you do, but this is a lawless U.S. administration that is being largely directed by Bibi Netanyahu, it would appear. So that's where things stand this morning. Things are still unfolding. The White House said Trump would be addressing us all this morning. Then they said, no, never mind. No, he won't. We'll just let his video from earlier stand on its own. I don't know if Trump's having a bad morning or I don't know why he wouldn't address the United States people directly in front of the press in this situation. We are now at war with another country. Another Republican president launching a war against a Middle Eastern nation. And I don't know. Get in, get out. It's very expensive. It's very risky. Iran is not nearly the risk that they were. They have lost a lot of allies. Syria won. Their leadership has been taken out. This is very interesting, not at all surprising, fully expected, and you have absolutely zero European support in this. And I can't remember the last time that happened with a U.S. military operation. At least the allies saying, oh, we support what the U.S. is doing. Nothing from France, Germany, the U.K., the EU, NATO, no support whatsoever from our European allies. So there you go, Trump. Okay, that's it for now. We'll talk later.